Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Max 42! Max 42! I got you! I got you! Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A tackle that time by Ahkello Witherspoon. From the 35 on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check, 66.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
Down. Blue 80. 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Our time. It's our time. Take four.
Attack! Come back!
Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
We're good. Check safety.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Hill on the return. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on first down is Carr, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
93.
Throwing again. Carr. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check nickel.
Now, Carr again. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Again, it's Carr. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run. This is Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Mike's 50.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
From the gun, it's Carr. Carr's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Carr to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Tight end right. Alert, alert. Box trap. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clelin Ferrell in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Mahomes firing complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 99. Check.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Clelin Ferrell able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Carr. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So throw left side to start out. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's get it. Smart. 42. 42 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down. 185. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw. He's got Green. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.